Click, click, click. Multi-stream, let's go. I'm live. Yes, we are. Look at that. First of all, everybody that watched this stream, welcome to 2025. I wish you a very good new year. And I could wish you everything, but I'm gonna wish you one thing, and that's it's a good health. I think very important. Good health, and all the rest is extra. You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, do we have an Excalibur open here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Of course. Of course. Hello, Bossman. What's up? Mansoor, welcome, my man. Welcome, my man. Let me open up. Do we have a name? We have. Is this big enough for the blind homies? Probably it is. What's going on, everybody? Hello, Mr. Anthony. What's going on? Mike Campbell. Oh, man. It's cold inside of the office, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. So again, for the people that are joining, a very good new year. Wish you the best of health for you, your family, your friends. You know what I mean? A little bit volume. Is that true? How is it possible? Wait. Just USB microphone. That's actually correct. 1, 2, 3. Tests. This should be... What's going on, man? This should be better, huh? What's going on? Settings are basically being fucked up. Is this volume better, or do I need to tune it up? Ewa Big T. Hey, Troll Gilman. Is this the Troy? Is this the man? It is. Thank you so much for your efforts, my man. Happy New Year, and everybody. Hope you have a great New Year. I hope it as well. Thank you so much. Mansoor, can you check the mic volume, please? Because if somebody can check the volume, it would be amazing. So basically, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna wait until somebody confirms the fucking mic. It's fine, is it? Oh, it's you. It's you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If somebody can confirm mic shenanigans is good. It's good. It's fine. Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna see. I'm not clipping. I'm not. Maybe I'm gonna tune it. It's fine. It's fine. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Check. So for the people that don't know, I have an open source library called Hollywood. It's pretty. It has like 1,300 stars. So go start it. Can you not see it? 1.3k stars. It's an actor model framework for Golang. It's already for 2 years, very stable. But there are some things that I want to do. I need to keep maintaining it, of course, and I want to progress it towards kind of a V2. Make it better, that's what it is. It's very hard to do most of the time because people are using it in production, so you cannot do whatever you want, right? So I need to be very careful. But there is one thing that I want to do, although it's a breaking change, is refactor the way. It's actually interesting. It's refactor the way Poison works. So Poison. First of all, for the people that don't know what Poison means. So let me actually explain real quick what an actor framework is, to be honest. Why are we in another... What's going on here? So basically an actor is an isolated process. Right, this is an actor, and this operates in its own isolated environment, and you can interact with your actor by sending it a message, right? It processes these messages in an inbox, a mailbox, let's call it a mailbox, mail B. And each time you send a message to your actor, it's going to be in this mailbox and it's going to queue it up, and the actor is going to process this one by one. Why is it important? It's important for distributed systems that have a lot of intensive state, trading engines, game engines, real-time strategy games, all this stuff with a lot of state, advertising brokers. You need to do it like this, in sync. Why? Because it makes sure that your state is safe for data corruption, safe for race conditions. Because if you do not use an actor model framework, which is possibly fine, you're gonna end up with a lot of state, a lot of mutexes, a lot of guards, which eventually could block or halt your system. Because it's an asynchronous environment where you do not know which message will be delivered, when it will be delivered, when it will be processed, how long it will take to process. It's a very, very, very hard problem to solve. And an actor model makes it simpler, I'm not gonna say, but it's gonna make it more maintainable. Right? It's a paradigm shift. So what is a poison pill? A poison is basically means that, hey, this actor is processing stuff and I want to stop this actor. You can do it with a poison pill. It's a very common term in the actor parlance. And that basically means that this pill will come up. Let me zoom in the mailbox. Gonna make a thing. We're gonna zoom in and we're gonna zoom in the mailbox. So we're gonna send it messages, right? A bunch of messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's going to process these messages one by one. It's going to process 1, process 2. If I want to stop this actor, you send it a poison pill, because this poison pill will basically be put in the queue as 5, which is a poison pill, PP, right? But basically means that this actor will not stop before it processed all the messages that's still in the queue in its mailbox before it sees this. The moment it sees, oh, hey, this is a poison pill, it will stop. Okay, that's a poison pill. Now you know what we're talking about. What is absolutely the worst framework to write this in? How do you mean? Are you the sense of programming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm meh. How find part-time job, remote goal? I don't know. VS Code team, Tokyo Nights. Hey, why is the screen black? Because you need to open your eyes. Alright. Why is the screen black? Hey man, long time no see. Webstra Dev, holy shit, an OG, man. Where are you coming from, my man? Welcome. So right now we use a sync wait group here. Let me open up a test. So how it works right now, actually, to be honest, let me do func test full bar and bus. Right. Looking Jack, brother, thank you so much. So let me actually do some stuff here. We're gonna say a new engine config like this, and then we could make a process here. We're gonna say pit process ID is going to be e spawn a function. Man, this is annoying. That it's gonna be func c context this thing, give it a name foobar, right? And then we can say this spawns a process, and then we can actually say, for example, e poison this pit. So what happens if we poison this pit? It will not block. You're gonna poison it, and the asynchronous message is going to be sent. Your program will continue. Well, this thing will just continue the code. However, you can wait for this, because poison returns a wait group, right? So you could say wait, right? This will block. The problem is, this will block until it's done processing the buffer, the queue, and then sees the poison pill. The thing is, how long are we waiting here? How long? How long is it Chinese? How long are we waiting? I can't even type. To be honest, I should actually use VS Code or another team, because this is like nobody can read this, right? We don't know, so it's not deterministic. Ideally, we're gonna say ideally we want to say, hey, I'm gonna wait until you stopped, unless it takes longer than 5 seconds. We can't. Why? Because the creator of this framework chose to use wait groups. And what's better than a wait group? 2 wait groups. What's better than 2 wait groups? 3 wait groups. But what's better than 3 wait groups? Yes. Package context. And that's what we're gonna try to do. For sure. Hocus pocus. What code editor is this? This is the mid-lane Z editor. Cancel context. Yeah, so what we're gonna try to do is something that I wanna do for very, but it's gonna break. It's gonna break the project a bit. But it's fine. I think to progress, go idiomatic, we do something like this. We go here. To be honest, let me delete this test. The cool stuff that I think in VS Code real quick is if you open up a test, you can click with your mouse to run it. In Z you can't, because, yeah. Look at this ugly code, but it works, right? So, this poison takes this real ellipsis thing, slice of weight group. So, it's a trick in Golang, so people can use, do not need to pass something in. It's because Golang has no default, you know what I mean? For the people that know, they know what I mean. Ideally, I'm going to make a new function here. I'm going to say e-engine, just to say, for example, poison context, right? I'm going to give a pit, which is pointed to a pit, and I'm going to say ctx is going to be a context.Context, right? This is actually the function signature I want to see here. Why is this? Well, because this is, to be honest, this is Golang. This is the best Golang content you're ever going to find on the internet. I'm sorry, but it is. So, again, let me, this test, I need to bring it back. Press U 3 times. So, instead of doing this shenanigans here, we should do something like this. Poison context. Of course, we're not going to call it poison context. We're going to replace it with poison, but just to make it work without breaking the whole shebang. And we could say something like the ctx is going to be a context.background, right? And then we pass this in here, ctx. That's what we need to do. Why? Because we could do a couple things. The first thing we could do is say, hey, no, with cancel, with timeout, context background, and then say time dot second times 2. This cancel function, we don't need it. You see? So what's going to happen? The cancel function return by context should shut the fuck up, yeah. Right, just do it good. You know what I mean? Just like that's what she said, right? So that's ideally, because this basically means that we can say, hey, poison my actor. I will decide what I'm gonna do. If I wanna wait, I do this. Now I'm blocking. How long am I gonna block here? Between 0 and 2 seconds, which is already more deterministic. And that's what you need to do if you build systems. You need to make sure, but it's on a high level overview. It's on a high level, right? On a higher skill level systems. Of course, not your classical API. Nobody cares about your classical API. But if you build trading systems and so on, soft real-time systems, you want to build them as deterministic as possible. And what do I mean by that is, now I know 100% sure that this poison in my application is going to take no longer than 2 seconds. Is it 100% deterministic? No, because you have a span between 0 and 2 seconds. But you know a maximum of 2 seconds, and with the wait group, you didn't know that. And the context is also more idiomatic. Context first, maybe, I think. Oh, yeah. Context first. Troy, that's actually true. That's the classical the classical Golang thing. Yeah, you're right. Hey, if you're right, you're right. So we do ctx. Actually, to be honest, You are right, but the thing is that okay, I will do it like you say, but context, something like this, right? Pit. This is Golang. This basically smells like a Golang engineer. Okay. The thing is, people that using Poison, they can have the ability right now to do this, right? We could do E Poison Pit, and they do not need to specify a weight group unless they say like, listen, I have my own weight group here. Sync weight group, weight group, just like this, and I can pass a pointer to this motherfucker in here. You know what I mean? Why does it work? Because we abuse Golang's bad design, and we say we do this thing. How does it called? Ellipsis? I don't know how it's called. Ellipsis, whatever. This thing, the 3 dots. And that's what actually what I was thinking. Like, okay, if we're gonna change this with context, we're gonna break it. Unless, because I don't think a lot of people use the weight group. They just call Poison with the pit. So if we can do the same thing with the context, with the Poison, with the new Poison, but with the context, we can do something like this. But we can't. Why? Because Golang doesn't accept this in the first argument. So that's why I was thinking, maybe we need to do it like this. CTX and do a big hack, and we say context.Context. And now we can do this. Or this. Where's my context? Here. Something like this. You see? Dilemmas, I know. If we want to do it exactly like the Godfather Golang, Golangissimus the 5th, has engineered the language and the community adopted it, we should do it with the context in the beginning and not use the special behavior of yes or no. Am I going to this? It's always happen. What are these balloons doing here? There's always it's like a scare. How do you call that? A jump scare. What are we doing here, guys? What is the play? What is the angle? Let me know. Ragnar, brother locked. Man, my man. Oh, Ragnar, what the hell, man? How are you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you so much. Poison and Poison CTX. Yeah, but the problem is that Poison, the internal mechanics that we're gonna investigate, which are... I mean, this code already should give you a red flag. If some engineer watch this code, he's gonna say, oh, what the fuck's going on, bro? What are you doing? Even an underscore. If you use an underscore in programming somewhere, you know shit is gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's like, if some girl on Tinder says she is a dog mom, guaranteed problems, right? Dog mom. Stay away from that thing. The same thing is like here. An underscore in code, stay away from that. You know what I mean? It's like, this means stay away. Nobody knows how it works. Underscore. That's what it is. I've seen this in many libraries. Yeah, I know. Poison CTX is an option. Poison and Poison CTX. If this library was not used, then we could do whatever we want, but we can't. So now we need to think, okay. A lot of people use Poison, I think. So let us roll back to see what we're gonna do. We're first gonna decide what we're gonna do. A lot of people use poison like this. The majority. I don't know how many people are actually waiting for this poison. Or mamas with brightly dyed hair. Yeah. But in my experience, dog mom, red flag. It's actually very simple in women. It's very simple. The more distance they take from you, the less they reply, the better it is. The less, the better. The more they send messages, the more they wanna, the more, the worst. Red flags. What's going on? I'm getting people are breaking in my house and they're stealing my Christmas tree. Please do come and steal it, so I don't need to fucking break it and clean it up myself. That would be amazing. Okay. One thing is for sure, poison will break. Because... Hello from Vietnam. What's going on? My man. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now I'm thinking here. Okay, let's just cut. Let's just cut him. Cut him. I could stash, man. You could fucking stash. Yeah, I know, but I just only have 2 commands and get... I don't know, I should buy a course from the Primogen. Check it. Minus B. I don't know, like... context. Bill. No. Context is fine. Cool. Okay. Shit! Misclicked. My bad. Actually pretty funny how... Discard. How are we gonna cut in? How are we gonna do an open heart surgery, which is basically what this is gonna be, right? Open heart surgery. Where's Poison Brothers? Here. Okay. Let's do this. Funk E. Engine. Poison CTX. Let's do that first. I'm gonna take in a CTX, which is a context.Context. A pit, which is a process ID. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Next step we're gonna do is we need to do calling send poison pill here. What we could do is actually so we don't need to do, we only need to copy this shit, right? Copy that, paste that in. This poison pill takes in a sync await group. Delete this. I think we need a cancel here, which is going to be a context.cancel funk. Not quite sure. I'm just guessing. Just guessing, because I'm a gambler. We don't need this. I think it's fine. Graceful. Okay, Anthony. I'm going to send poison pill, but We need the graceful. We don't need the sync weight group. Right, so this is gonna change to
there is a meaning buried within the sound.
I don't know, this is gonna be let's do this. It's returning a sync weight group, we don't want that. We don't need this shit. Message, oh yeah. It's a pill. We don't have a pill. Make a pill.
There is a meaning buried within the sound.
Do we want to cancel? I'm gonna delete the cancel from the pill. Real quick. I'm gonna actually do it like this. Nope. No over engineering. Poison CTX. We're gonna say true because it's graceful. What is graceful? We can give the flag graceful or not graceful, which is a boolean true or false, to the pill. So we know when we are able to also instantly stop the actor if we want. Hi Ansem, how are you doing? Call me Mr. Hugh, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Happy New Year, my man. Happy New Year. So what are we actually, we need a context, right? So we're gonna say the CTX is gonna be in here. Of course, this is gonna... Let's keep context in the front, right? Let's do this. Let's paste it in here, right? What is going on here? Graceful, boolean. Legally this. True and false or true? Shut the fuck up. We cannot return, I see. Should we return a context? So we can actually call done. If you return a context, if you return the CTX, you can actually call, in hindsight, you could call this poison, pseudocode, done. Pseudocode, pseudo. We will see. So we sent a poison pill. There's actually a proxy function, so we can a proxy function to set the boolean to true, right? Because we're gonna use the same function. He sent poison pill, but with the graceful to false. How are we gonna cancel this, huh? I think how are we gonna test this? Because I think we need to do how do you call something that's actually can we do this? Context, cancel, func, cancel. Do we need to call defer cancel? I don't think so. That would be problematic. What are you guys doing, man? What are you typing? I definitely need a song in the playlist. It's the playlist on Artlist. It's the EDM electronic. It's in there. So what we do is we get a context. The question is, it's gonna cancel it. Probably it will, right? That's it. Now we need to investigate the pill. Here. Where is this? Send poison pill alt. I know. I'm gonna actually. I don't think it's in inbox. I think this is in process. Aye, aye, aye. And so it begins. So we call cleanup. And cleanup calls done. Makes a lot of sense, huh? Is that the set editor? Yes, 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 yes. P cleanup. So we want to cancel when it's cleaned up, right? How do we cancel? How do we cancel? By calling the cancel func. What did I do? Prepare the cancel func. I prepared the cancel func. Because I'm the farseer. I'm the farseer. I see in the far. How is that? Yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's fast. Whoa. Why speed? P is process. Cleanup. So cleanup. Can you guys see this? Probably not. Cleanup will take. It could be that nothing works actually, I'm gonna lie. Is this correct that I'm doing here? Defer cancel? Or we don't actually return anyway, so it doesn't really actually matter. But defer cancel is fine. I'm gonna put it on top. Cancel. Basically how 99 of the junior developers write their comments. Cancel. This function cancels. We know. We know. Where is cancel coming from? It's coming from the pill, right? Pill. Cancel. What do you think, guys? How is it looking? I think it's looking pretty good. Wait, if the pill is graceful. Okay. We always clean up. If it's not you see, this is what I mean with graceful. If we actually, to be honest, actually bad. But this is in the process, right? So we are hooking. Remember what I said here, that we're gonna wait until we find the poison message. But we are right now. This is the inbox, right? But what we do, we are sitting here up front in the process. So the moment we see a message, before we even put it into the ring buffer, we're gonna see what it is. And if it's a poison pill, then we're gonna say, listen, if the pill is graceful, process all the messages. And then we clean up. If the pill is not graceful, Bork. Can you code Python? Yes. Def foo pass. Python. Perfectly legit Python. Let us be honest. IO HTTP. IO HTTP. Dot create task. Some task. Async IO. Dot gather tasks. I'm a Python engineer. I don't know. But the processing of all messages is in sync. Always. It's always in sync. It's always in sync, but your actor, all the actors live in an asynchronous world. Because by the end of the day, every process, even if you use concurrency or parallelism or whatever, parallelism, let's just forget that. But every concurrency will happen in sync if you use mutex. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter if you use a mutex. Because let's say you have a process, it doesn't need to be an actor, right? And you call functions concurrently, but you have a state variable, a counter, right? You have a counter here in your process, and you call multiple functions that will iterate this that will modify and read from this counter. You will need to have a mutex, and what a mutex does is that, hey, can I please update the counter? No, you need to wait because this boy is updating it, right? So all these boys are in line, right? All these boys are in line waiting to update the counter. But you're guarding it with a mutex, you're blocking it until it's free, you know? It's the same thing. The problem is that if you use mutexes all over the fucking place at a certain point of time, just like your girlfriend, they will never come. Because they're stuck. They're waiting for each other. They are in a deadlock. Do you know that current tests fail? Sometimes. Sometimes they fail and sometimes they not. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50. Sometimes maybe good and sometimes maybe shit. That's what it is. The trick is to basically keep running the tests until they pass. The reason why they don't pass is based on timeouts problems, and because it's hard to test a system. Because yeah, that's why I want to use this context, because I think it's going to help us. The cluster is failing on master. How can the cluster fail on master? How can the cluster test fail on master? I cannot test it right now because it's broken. We call the cancel here. I think we're actually in a good spot, I'm gonna lie. Let me see where it breaks. It's gonna break everywhere. Okay, here's engine 2. Wait, can I not go? Okay, this is stop. You see, this is the same. This is the same shenanigans. Stop call is the same as poison, but we just do it non-gracefully. Should be the same thing. Stop CTX, boys. The same shenanigans going on here. The same thing. I'm gonna just quickly fix it with this. Cannot return it. Save bit. Yeah. Cannot use VG variable process 209. Oh yeah, that's This is the interface gonna break. The interface 2098. This is the same thing. Here, shut down. Shutdown takes in this. I should take. Is this the implementation? That's the implementation. So we need to do. Actually, can I do? Context. Clean up. Fuck. Needs to cancel, huh? The thing is, I'm thinking here, do we use shutdown? Yeah, you see? Nobody uses this. So many shutdowns! There is another shutdown. Self-managed. Announcer, where's that? Is that a processor? No, it's not. Okay. Can we actually say, okay, cool, the interface? Where is the interface? Here. Let's do this. Shutdown will not take anything. No, P is not gonna. PSP is fucked. I mean, but the mutex lock being held for too much time is just a skill issue. Yeah, Gustavo. I'm gonna read your sentence. The mutation of the variable in the mutex should be fast, and if that is your problem, not Hollywood's. Yes, you're 100% correct. But it's not only the mutex that's going to be a problem. Like, the actor model is not a solution for everything, but it really solves problems in a lot of systems that are not so common in the general tech space. Right? General web development is backends and yada yada yada. But at a certain point of time, there's also systems that lives besides that. And I'm thinking about a lot of trading systems, all these soft real-time systems, most likely written in Erlang and in Phoenix and all these Elixir, not Elixir. It really has its benefits, and it's a skill issue if you use mutex in a wrong way. Yes, but it's also a skill issue that you cannot program memory safe in C or C++, hence Rust. So everything is a skill issue, right? So why do people need side wheels on their bicycle? Because they can't drive on 2 fucking wheels. That's a fucking skill issue to me. Correct. But still people can't fucking drive, so they need side wheels. The same thing goes here, you know what I mean? But you're 100% correct with, if you have a mutex problem, that's on you. 100%, you know? This is gonna be the worst thing we ever did. refactoring this. It's complaining about P because P processor doesn't implement the interface correctly. Let's fix that. Shut down. The thing is, cleanup. We need to cancel. Where are we calling shutdown from? That's the question. Here. But wait, shutdown? Is that not just a global thing? Shutdown is nothing internally used. It's like... It's this interface that never gets used. Or does it? It probably cannot go to my references. Because it's idiot. Oh shit. VS Code loves to loves the blind homies, I'm gonna lie. Look, I think VS Code, everybody's laughing with VS Code, but by the end of the day, nope, cannot find it, but it's probably is. Because we call it on an interface, you know what I mean? That's annoying. That's annoying. What do you think about Uncle Bob's? Who the fuck is Uncle Bob? Uncle Bob is the guy that makes the rice. Ideas on clean architecture and code. Personally, I think people should follow common sense when coding, not strict solid, but sure, sometimes it helps. I think in every paradigm or principle or architecture is a source of truth that makes sense. That can have benefits in a certain way. Sometimes, in some cases, that could be good. In some cases, it depends. Just common sense, you know what I mean? Common sense. The thing is that individually spoken, it doesn't really matter what you use. From an individual perspective, right? From me, from your perspective, if we just isolate ourselves from the world, programming architecture is bullshit. But if you think about it from a team's perspective, the global perspective, people need to run in line. The same thing with how do you basically guide 1 million people to behave is by invent some belief system. You know what I mean? To make them run in the line. And that's the same thing with programmers. Like, hey, listen, we use this hexagonal architecture, whatever, use this and GG. So everybody does the same thing. You know what I mean? But there are some good stuff. There are some less good stuff. That's life. I'm still confused about the shutdown function. We call cleanup, I understand. I don't really think we use it, so that's fine. Yeah. Have shutdown context. It's an engine 85. I think we're gonna come to an epiphany 85. It's an engine 85. Okay. The thing is, a lot of this stuff implements the process interface, the processor interface. So a lot of these things are basically now broken. It's the 142. I want to quickly check. Real quick. Yeah. Okay, how are we gonna tackle this? Where are these processes coming from, man? Where is this interface, man? I cleaned it up. What's going on? Okay, this response is actually, you should check the source code of this. This response requesting is such nifty. It's so good. I invented this technique myself. Need to check it. What is this? Cannot use responsible processor value register. Processor is a response that implements the wrong interface. Let's go. And you can see everybody implements this thing, but nobody's using it. This thing. So this shutdown wait group. This is just the building process, right? The screenwriter cannot use screenwriter value because it does not implement the shutdown interface. Okay, this is interesting. Let me go to the screenwriter. Also a process. Look at this. Screenwriter shutdown. Where is shutdown? Shutdown, baby. Nil. Wait, is this nil? Wasn't that useful any after all, eh? Nil. Yeah. You see, it's like this shutdown does it like that. I think there could be a scenario where shutdown really wants a cancel func, but I think it's weird to just throw around the cancel func. It calls VG done, but nobody is using this shit down, man. It's like probably hangs because we don't cancel decently. Yeah. I think the only way to do it is, to be honest, the reason why I'm gonna use VS Code, I know it's a bit weird, I know, I'm a weird guy, but the thing is that right now what I can do here is this, because I'm a context. All these tests are gonna be Borket. Borket! All these tests are gonna bork, man. You see, this is why tests. This library is tested very extensively. It has a shit ton of tests, very pinpointing errors, asynchronous. It's hard. It's so hard, you have no clue how hard it is. Damn, you're fast with the Vim motions. I'm not really fast with the Vim motions. I'm mid with the Vim motions. There are people that are way faster than me. I'm actually just the worst Vim user in the world. It's just easier to move around with. Where can I find your dot files? I can't. I don't have that. I'm so sorry. I would give it to you. I just have one editor or two or three. I also have NeoVim. You know what I mean? Because Alacrity and how do we do this like this? It doesn't really matter, guys. I told you so many times. Told you so many times, man. It doesn't really matter what you use. Just use anything. It's the same thing. It's the same bindings, right? It's just another. It's another capsule. It's another capsule. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's all fine. I'm coding in 3 editors at the same time. Can you imagine that? What kind of savage am I? Wait, let me quickly put the music back on here. Let's go just to replay the whole shebang. Why not? I'm lazy. Don't be humble. Guys, listen. Really, I'm not the best Vim user. I only use like 10% of what I think and do. Or above average. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. So, oh man, guys, this is gonna be la 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 la. The problem is we have a bunch of tests, and a bunch of tests, they're gonna fail because yeah. Is there a way we can fix it? Can we just say something like to stop these tests from complaining? They're gonna keep hanging because we fucked up the cancel process, right? The wait group process. Yeah. Where's the best way? Can't we just ignore the tests? Like ignore some test files. Because we want to test if our concept, it is a proof of concept. Is our proof of concept kind of working like we want to? Before we actually gonna... I might have an idea how we can actually do this. So we can go back to Z. And let's zoom in. So what we could do is... New folder. Actually... Is it a hello world? This one. Main. Hello world. Okay, cool. GG. Yes. That's what we need. It's okay. It's bad, but it's good. We can work here. What is this? What the hell is this? What is DS? It's a pointer to info. I did not wrote this. I did not wrote this. But it's fine. Parrot did an amazing job, by the way. Look at this. It uses poison, the old one. Okay, you see now there's no pointer. Why there was a pointer? Because we are doing weight groups shenanigans. That doesn't exist. There's no weight. So that's gonna work. What are we printing here? Panic. I would actually never panic, but it will look fatal. Actually, to be honest, fine. We don't want to see this. Let's do that. So now we don't see, yeah? Actor started, that's this thing. Where is my actor? Here. Okay, stopped. We don't see the stop message. Is that normal? Nice. Is this restart thingy, is this a part of the plan? Probably not. You see? Something with the actors is that once they crash, they will automatically be rebooted and process the messages that are already in the inbox. Why? Because the inbox is separated from the process itself. It's pretty cool, huh? So basically, what happens is that you have your process and your mailbox, and if your process is dead, is gone, these messages will end up in your mailbox, and once this restarted, it will pick up these messages again. You know what I mean? That are in the queue. It's complaining about an invalid memory address. 100% correct. I'm not surprised by that. Poison CTX is going to have to return a context for the user to use, otherwise Hollywood won't be able to cancel it. Well, I was actually really hoping it could. The thing is, you probably can't kill. Ah, you mean here? Yeah, wait. No, because you have the CTX, right? You can, right? You can do this. I mean, I could do this, or even this. Like, can we? What's going on? What's the problem here? Cancel. And then do something like this. That should work, right? What's going on? That was my idea, to do something like this. The question rather is, can we cancel? Can we trigger this cancel? Can we trigger this done based from internal semantics of creating a cancel func here and canceling this while we wrap this CTX? Is that possible? I have no clue. I'm not sure. Bro thinks I understand the title. No, it's the thing is this title is a clickbait. Can you please explain why to use a pointer to single weight group? Because then we can check if there is one. That's the only reason. Probably is the only reason, I don't know. Is the sound actually low or is it just me? Well, I think you could have it right. This is not the first time somebody says that. Maybe this fucking mic is just annoying. Test 1, 2, 3. It's weird, man. Now it's completely out. Like the volume bar is completely at... Maybe I'm actually using a wrong mic. Is that possible? Maybe I'm using a wrong mic. No clue. Bro sound is good. Yeah, but there is something wrong with the sound. 100%. There is something wrong because even though my volume is completely slided out, it's not going into the red. The thing is that it's very important, man. So you need to understand that a YouTube video, the sound is the most important thing. If your sound is too low or your sound is bad, people just click away. You know what I mean? So I don't want to stream for 2 hours and then need to see that this video is completely wasted. But I know that I have a general problem with the volume. I know that. But it's been here like for 2 years. The first thing I want to check is to see if what is the problem with this thing. Inbox 74. Why do we have this problem? Mansoor, but your ears are... You're the big bad... Man, stop with all these things. What's going on? I'm gonna kill VS Code. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's calling inbox because we run it, so it's coming from there. I know. The problem is we don't have a decent stack trace because it says inbox 74, but it's exactly this thing, right? So this is where the panic happens. But this is not what panics, right? don't do anything with the S. We don't do anything with the S. It's just this thing. I'm really confused. I'm confused. I really am. It does nothing. Or did we just maybe? Maybe it's just rests. So that works, right? We send 3 messages. Now we do the poison. I've been using Golang for a while because of you, but now I feel like I want to do C++. Well, then you need to do C++. Simple as that. It's always good to use C++ because it's going to learn you a lot of pain points and low-level stuff, and yeah. And then once you go back to Golang, you're going to be even better because it's going to be so fluent, because you were so used to hard stuff, simple things take, and then it's going to be, yeah, do it, man. Do it. I was playing around with the Raylib library in C++. That's perfect, man. I can only cheer you up. Do it, my man. I hope you have some fun. You're gonna learn some stuff, and maybe sooner or later you're gonna have a new phase. You know, the phase of coming back to Go, or the phase of. There are a lot of phases as a programmer, and you need to embrace each phase because they're gonna learn you something, and you will never forget that, man. As long as you just are motivated and you have joy in what you do, man, it doesn't. You can do anything you want, anything. It's good. Yes, man. Anis. Yes, do it. Make something cool. Guys, I need to show you something. I was yesterday. I couldn't sleep, so I was I was watching YouTube. And there was a guy that was making games in his seat with a keyboard, with a fucking crappy keyboard. It had 1 million views as a live stream. Wait, where can I find this? Job Brawl Stars. That's not me. Where is this guy? How is this guy? It's so funny. You guys need to watch that. Where is this thing? Wait, let me think. First person shooter game engine. Yeah, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find 1 million views. 1 million views. The game dev. No. I never seen this guy. I have no clue who is this. But this guy is smoking cigarettes on a stream, and he looks like fucking Kid Rock. Man, he 1.8 million views for a live stream of 5.5 hours. This is in programming. This guy is crazy. Look at him. He's just coding in his seat. In his thing. Wait. Smoking cigarettes? Where is he smoking? He wrote this thing, and this is a good game as well. He said, look at him. He's a fucking cracked C++ dev, man. Look at him. He's sitting in his seat, coding with a fucking plastic keyboard nobody cares about, probably $5. Look at him! Look! I mean, how can you not love this guy? Look! Smoking! This is crazy. I just mean this, and he's doing everything in C++, man. Like everything. I was watching him for hours. And I have no clue what he was doing. But I could just watch him because things like that also motivates me, right? Because we are sitting here and we are thinking, we need to use this editor and this color theme and this keyboard needs to be right on place. And we are making us so much worries about our environment and what language. And this dude here just wakes up, go in his seat, takes a fucking plastic keyboard from $5, probably coding on a fucking TV screen or something. And he's just smoking and coding the whole fucking day, making a game probably nobody's gonna play. That's coding, man. That's beautiful. That's what it's all fucking about, man. And nobody asking questions. Everybody's just chill. It's just vibing. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Check him. Tokyo split. I'm spitting here as well. Haktua. But the thing is, how can a man have 1.8 million views on a fucking live stream with the font size of a mosquito, smoking cigarettes in a language nobody understands? How is this possible? Oh, I love him, man. Give him some credits. Go follow him. I don't know where it is. He's amazing. He's amazing. Oh my goodness, man. Godverdamme. It's a pretty good game as well, man. Like, yeah, no comment. It's this thing is like I look up to these guys. Like, how can somebody do this? It's crazy. Anyway, and we are making context.Context. He's a cool dude. He also never makes it look difficult. Whenever he is asked about how he started the game, he just says he just started doing it. Yeah, this guy's amazing. I never heard of him. And yesterday, I suddenly came across, and the reason I clicked this video, because I don't care. There are a million videos about game devs and engines. But the reason I clicked this video is because probably why he has 1.8 million views on a long form content is because he looks like a fucking rock star sitting in an abandoned home, homeless, making a game in his seat with a cigarette. I mean, who does not want to watch that, right? So you're gonna click it, and then you're sold. Your soul is sold. Anyway, go back to this thing. Do you believe in astrology? I believe in whatever I need to believe in. I believe in whatever is gonna save me from dying painfully. I think we're almost there. The only problem we have, I want to test some stuff. I'm gonna first fix this null pointer shit. The stack trace is so bad. The stack trace is the reason why I can't fix it directly. Doing a CLI and go and go to resources. Viper, I don't know, some kind of a library or just STD for small things. Find a library. Why not? Or a package, whatever you want. You can. I think Viper or something. You need to check. There are maybe you should use the one that Docker is using or something, and then you're good. I'm thinking where it could go wrong. I think if I do this, for example, look. I want to see. Okay, this is panicking. Yeah, I cannot recover this probably because it panics instead of okay. Here, right? Yes, the recovery is coming from here, which basically means it's coming from. Man, am I just pinpointing this like, you see? I found it. Now we can go deeper. So we need to understand that what we do with recovery here and stuff is not always goal-line idiomatic, and you should never use it, basically, in my opinion. But for this specific use case, it's really, really, really good because it allows us to restart the actor when it crashes. Right? Invoke message cleanup. This thing is giving problems. I want to see actually. Printf. Is it printf? Printf. Percentage plus v. Pill. Cancel nil. That's the problem. Null pointer dereference. This cancelos. Why? Why is this pill? Why does this pill has no cancel? Again, what I'm doing is very, very hard. Diving into this project and trying to understand stuff, it's very, very hard. It's not always interesting to watch, but it's very hard. Trust me. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Why is this cancel function nil? Yeah, of course. What do you think it's nil? Cancel. That's why. Chef kiss. So now we have something to work with. By the way, what you could do for the people, you could do percentage plus v. You could do v, but if you do plus v, what's going on here? Plus v gives you plus, gives you extra, you know, extra. There's also something like this. Is it? Yeah, you see it gives you, you could do this. We need to do a new line always. Can we do this as well? No. You see? It gives you extra information. Okay. How can we test that my proof of concept is gonna work? Is by going into this hello world thingy. Here. And we're gonna send it one message. We're gonna send it one message. But this message, never use a, it's gonna take 10 seconds. Times 10, right? So if we do not do anything, basically, It should... Technically, if we did our job right, which I doubt, but I highly doubt, this should wait for 10 seconds. I highly doubt it. Exactly. Know yourself. Self-knowledge is where everything begins. So we're gonna sleep for 10 seconds, so basically means that, wait. Okay, GG. Rock, is it you? I'm a big fan, sir. Hey, man. Yeah, when I'm not, when I'm not doing my performance on stage, I'm building some Golang libraries. I need to know the team, Anthony. Then I can sleep tonight. The team is Tokyo Night. Tokyo Night. Tokyo Night. Not the storm. Not the light. But Tokyo Night. The same thing if you use VS Code. VS Code Tokyo Night. It's a little bit different. But the same. Check Discord. Yeah, I know. Ah, wait, Troy. Yeah. So you say... Okay. This guy, actually, to be honest... This Troy, he's good. Community OG. Instantly promoted. Why is Teddy not a community OG? What the hell is this? Teddy, man, what the hell? How were you demoted? You should keep paying me my Patreon, man. Then you had this other status. Deaf Queen. No, but somebody else that needs a promotion? No. So what you telling me is that we cannot use this CTX DOM. You're telling me we need to have CTX that coming from here, and we use this DOM. Is that what you're telling me? I don't believe this, but maybe it is. Could make sense, because I'm always confused with the parent context and the child context, and when does this thing, who can cancel who? That's the thing. Who can cancel who? Ah, this cancel. Of course. Of course. Of course. Contexts are immutable. That's true. They are immutable, but the thing is that it makes a lot of sense, right? Because we get the cancel from this new context here. Right. So we need to wait on this context, enable to wait if this cancels get triggered. We cannot just assume that the context we pass, our context, is gonna get cancelled based on the cancel of the engine, because it's a child. Is that correct, what I'm saying here? We could do this, right? That works. 2 messages. He's processing 2 messages. You know, it's 2 times 20 seconds. We're gonna do nothing here. That's good. Yes, you see, it's working. But Troy, you have a bit of a mistake. Both cancels will work as well, which is nice. Is that? Yeah. No, that's not correct. What you we're gonna debug this right now. I'm gonna zoom in for the extra blind. We're gonna zoom in, and because it's new here, my gift to you is another zoom in. You know what I mean? That's not normally something that I do, but because now we're gonna zoom in. So, what confuses me in context, even though I use it a lot of times, I'm still confused, is here. So this is our main application, right? And we say like, okay, listen, I'm gonna make a context, and it's gonna be a context. We're gonna do timeouts with timeouts, right? I'm gonna say it's gonna be with timeouts. I'm gonna give a parent context, which is gonna be the backgrounds. To be honest, when I first saw the Golang context package years and years ago, when it was not even in the standard library, I thought this is the worst thing I ever seen. Context it makes no sense. It's just, I hate it. It's bullshit. Who the hell comes up with this? But the older I get, the more experienced I get in Golang, the more I'm getting forced to use it, because every standard third-party library basically is, you need to pass in this annoying context. Remember, guys, always need to pass an annoying context. But if you see the powerful things it can do, by how simple it actually works internally, because you can, I mean, it's, if you check context package, this is basically a question, interviewing question. What is context to do? Nothing. So it's such a simple package. It's like, how many lines? Holy fuck. Okay, it has some lines, but it's simple as its core. But it's so many lines because look at the documentation, right? It's beautiful. It's really, I don't know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's say we make our own context here, which is a context with timeouts. We're gonna say time dot, let's say 2 seconds. Time dot second times 2, right? This is our context. Gonna be a cancel as well, right? Let's do cancel, and let's defer the cancel here because we need to. And then we're gonna say engine poison, and we're gonna give our context. And we're gonna wait our own thingy here, which basically means that after 2 seconds it should be cancelled. But this context wraps this context. But we cancel this context here that we make internally. If we cancel our own internal context, is it going to kill this context? No, right? Or is it? This is 10 seconds. I say gonna take 1 second. That just works. But that works. Do we need to? We don't need to return this? I don't think we need to return this. Test it out, I guess. See, it doesn't work, right? Why? Because it's this context. I'm confused! It makes sense, but I'm confused. This is like... It's probably one of the biggest things you're gonna grasp your head around if you come to Golang is a context package and why it's interesting. But it's so interesting, it's very magical. Especially the things you can do with it. The thing is that let's keep it like this, but if I do not cancel it, then it should also wait for 10 seconds, right? And that's not what it's doing. And I'm confused here and you need to help me. Right, so now we are using the context returned. You could even say like context foo. Doesn't really matter. You're gonna say we're gonna wait for context foo, which should take 10 seconds because we time out here for 10 seconds. We time out here for we sleep here for 10 seconds, so it should be fine. That works. It fucking works. Okay. 2 seconds. Wow! Magic! I have no clue what's going on, but it's magic. Thank you very much. I'm the pro. Yes. Wait, one more test. Not quite sure. You never know. You never know. You never know. Why didn't it work then? Works perfectly fine. 10 seconds. Yeah. Yes. Okay. That's what we want. And what if we do not want to wait for a poison? Then we don't wait for the poison. Easy peasy, you know what I mean? We could say fuck it. We don't want to do anything. We just want to poison this thing and give it a context background. Boom, and give it and say fuck you, you know? But then you can better use something like this, right? The poison. Guys, what do you think? Is that it? Can you explain again why you would need to with timeouts? Well, I just explained actually. I just made the best example ever. So, for example, this is an actor, right? This is a thing. It's processing orders, whatever it's doing. I don't know. It's calculating breast size, dick size, whatever. And what's gonna happen is each time it receives a message, it takes 10 seconds, right? 10 seconds for the message. That basically means, what do we know from the inbox? We know that if we have a bunch of messages being in the queue, and then we suddenly, our poison pill is here, it's gonna first process here 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and then we're gonna stop. But what if you say, you don't know that how long it takes, right? It's just in production, you never know how long is something gonna take. So you're gonna say, listen, I want you to stop if you process your messages, and I will wait for you, but it can only take a maximum of 2 seconds. For example, 10 seconds here, we create a context with a timeout here, and we're gonna say, okay, after 2 seconds, stop freezing my program, right? So 1, 2, stop. Okay. If we don't do this, no timeout. If we don't do a timeout, right? If we don't do a timeout, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 million, 12 million. And now we have a message. No, we don't want to wait for that. It's over. That's why. That's exactly why we changed the wait group, enable to use a context so we can give the user his creativity back. He can choose whatever he wants to do. Does that make sense, Mansoor? Can I do this task? Can I get this task scraped? Like, I'm gonna make a simple task to-do list. Here, to-do list. Jam. It's my to-do list. Help Mansoor. Help Mansoor. I have done it differently. Can I please check mark this, Mansoor? Or check, help Mansoor. Something else on the task list? What do we need to do? Yeah. I just did it differently. The problem with this solution is that you can poison CTX multiple times. Wait, Troy. The problem with this solution is that you can poison multiple times for different actors. Yes. And then wait on the context. It will stop waiting when the first actor is stopped. I don't think so. Why would that be? Why would that be? Because each time you send, you create a new context, right? You create a new context, you create a new pill, you create everything. So why would this be a problem? Reusing the same, but we don't reuse it. We don't reuse the same oh yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Sorry, I know. Yeah, you mean this thing. Reusing the same content, yeah, of course, but that, Troy. Yes, but, I mean, nobody's gonna do this, right? Why would you do this? Hey, it could have its benefits. But I don't think that's how you need to do it, right? So, and most of the time, you're not gonna call... It should be a context group. Actually, to be honest. Actually, I'm just thinking about something. So let's say you want to poison... like 5 actors. And you want to wait until all these 5 are like a promise.all. Something. How can we do that? It's probably... You wait for everything is stopped. How could you do that? Yeah, if you reuse it like this, then you have a problem. That's true. I think. Troy, I think you have a point. But you won't do that. What you would make CTX1, CTX2. You know what I mean? It would be nice to have something like an engine.poisonAll function, but I'm not gonna implement it right now. But something like this, like engine poison all, and then you give it you give it a context here, right? And then you give it a bunch of bunch of pits, and it's going to wait, and then you can do whatever you want. Wait until they all. You can use wait groups for that probably internally. That would be nice, but I mean, I cannot see any fucking use case, and I made crazy shit with actors, with the trading engines and all that bullshit. I cannot ever see some kind of a scenario where you want to call poisonal. This is just like developer, how you call it? Developer logic. Like, hey, I want to create this cool function. Nobody's gonna use. Let's do it. Nah, that's not gonna happen. I think the current weight group implementation allows it. Yes. No. No, that's not true. Because the current weight group implementation does... Even though you can pass multiple weight groups here, we only use the first. So it doesn't really matter. We only use weight group 1. This thing, what you see here is the classical Golang optional parameter. Please do not do this at work. Architecture. TM. GG. So I don't think the current weight group allows that. So what does this mean? This means if we can fix the tests, well, make them use the new signature, allows you to reuse the weight group. That's true. Yeah, 100% sure. You can reuse that. That's true. But weight groups are actually, that's why I also want to not use them, because you can really shoot yourself in the foot. Because weight groups are gonna block until they are all done. But you increment them, and then you're gonna basically block until the count is back at 0. If you, for somehow, the count will never be at 0, your system is gonna block. And that's what we sometimes have with the tests. If you use a context and you are a good house father, and you always give it some kind of a cancel that you can defer, or you give it a timeout, you're 100% sure your system will never be frozen. Even though on mistakes. Because you never know, right? Because it can work 1 million times for years. But suddenly, January 4th, tomorrow, 2025, a user did something, causes an edge case that will do not trigger done on your weight group, and your system blocks. You know, you don't want to... Damn, I need to clean up the thingy. You don't want that. Entry GG for FYI, I've posted my approach in the Discord Hollywood channel. What is this? Who is doing that? Troy. I wonder, Mansoor, if you put this cancel here because I put it there, or did you came up like, hey, I need to cancel. I need to cancel here. I wonder that. I wonder if it's a little an impulse from your own, or it's like, hey. Yeah, this is the step you do for if you don't want to have if you have the optional context. But I swear to God, if we put this to master, and I was doing the same thing. If we put to master that we have a context as last parameter in a function, the whole Golang community is gonna come with their pitchfork and they're gonna stab us until we bleed to death. That's what they're gonna do, right? So if they found the opportunity to say,
hey, context needs to be the first argument of the function.
What can we do? What can we do, man? We cannot win against these Redditors. We cannot win against the Golang community. We can't. Little do they know that I'm actually the godfather of Golang. You know what I mean? I'm actually the godfather of Golang. I don't think Go community likes me, but it doesn't really matter, because secretly they know. I know you. You are the one that goes on Reddit and say Anthony GG, he's bad programmer, yada yada yada. Don't buy his courses. Yeah, he's so bad. He is not a good Golang developer. But I know secretly that you're watching my videos. I know that. Secretly you do that. And sometimes you giggle as well. Let us be honest. Come on. Sometimes you giggle as well. I know you hate me and that's fine. But sometimes I can bring a smile on your face. Sometimes, not always. I can be a dick. I 100% agree. But sometimes you giggle. And that's what I'm doing it for. That makes me happy. If I can make my haters giggle, mission complete. Nope, I did it before you. Bah, Mansoor! That's what it needs to be, man. How can I doubt you? Of course you did it before me. Anakin and Kylo the Pomeranian Chow Chow. What is this? Look at this. Wait, how can I look at this guy's name? Wait. How can I take a screenshot? Here, I need to bring this over. We need to... Guys, sometimes you make me so happy. I don't know, you make me smile. Anakin and Kylo. The Pomeranian and Chow Chow. Why, man? And maybe it's your dog's name. It's nice, but I think it's funny. I think it's really funny to have such a YouTube name, not gonna lie. Alright. Hi Anthony, saw your stream, watching your videos for years. For years. This is the first time I see his name, and he's actually a fan for years. Anakin and Kylo, the Pomeranian and Chow Chow. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. I really love your name. It makes me so happy. Shout out for being awesome. Thank you. I always send my grads to view your videos for certain Go concepts. Oh, nice. Cool. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Anakin and Kylo, the Pomeranian and Chow Chow. Amazing. Shut up and code. I can't. I was coding for so long. Now I need to talk. And tell them watch it, then go sip margaritas on the beach. Always hydrate. Yeah, man. Anakin and Kylo, the Pomeranian and Chow Chow. Amazing. I will never forget that. I will never forget you, man. How can I get out of the screen? Okay. Class. Oh my goodness. This is a Twitter thing. I'm gonna put it on Twitter. Because Twitter hates that. Look, we're gonna farm engagement. This is why I can't even type. This is why Golang, I'm gonna do this, capitalize. Golang is better than any other language. We're gonna do programming for the keywords on Twitter. Programming language in the world. This is why Golang is better than, with the A, is better than, Golang is better than any other programming language in the world. Paste. Because nobody's gonna understand, like, or FC. Yes. Hopefully some bitter programmer sees this and is gonna complain, and then it's gonna boost this tweet into go comment on this tweet. Everybody go comment on this tweet and say do some throw some stuff in it, some garbage. It's good for engagement. Sometimes you need to farm it. All right. The only thing that basically stops us from completing the task is to rewrite the tests. Well, rewrite. Of course. What are we doing here? And we need to basically change. Giant PS. What's going on here? Why don't I see Twitch? I don't see Twitch at all here. What's going on? Maybe there is no Twitch. This. Rewrite Hollywood and Zik. Zik will never go anywhere. Zik Rust. These languages are not going anywhere, man. They are not going anywhere. Actually, that's nice. Stop. I think it's gonna be fine. It's just stop, probably, most likely. Yeah, sync way group and inbox test. Mockproc. Mockproc. Where is Mockproc? Mockproc start. Shut down. Hop. Fixed. Mockproc. This is stop. Okay, we can fix that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, same thing. Yes, eproc, okay, nice. This is the next thing we need to fix here. Eproc. Eproc shut down. Eproc shut down. So now, the only thing that needs to do are the stop functions in here. Do we take something in? We need to fix stop as well, but I'm just gonna do that later. This is inbox, brother. What are you doing? Stop. Here. We just take a pit here, right? Yeah, we just take a pit. I mean, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
For now, we're gonna make stop take in a context as well, but for now. Like this thing, like a pepega. Pepega. Oh, we want to wait for these things. If we don't wait, we cannot assert. I'm gonna fix it. Why do we want that? Well, I don't think it's... Do we want to return a context, guys? That's what that's the thing. Do we want that? I think it's gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be so fine, actually, not gonna lie. Too many arguments. That's looking a little bit grim, not gonna lie. Oh shit. This, if we see these lines, the cluster is failing here. Created that. It's probably a race condition, 100%. I can smell it. I can smell race conditions. You see, data race. I can smell these lines. But that's because the cluster test works a little bit differently. That's how I buy myself out of this situation. No, it's true. Because testing the cluster, it's almost impossible to not come up with these data race conditions if you want to test the cluster on a local machine. I mean, okay. The thing is, what is blocking here? Okay, there's a race condition. Test child, no race condition. So we have one. Now we need to fix. Okay, that's because we have a null pointer here. I told you the cluster test would fail. Yeah, sometimes the cluster test is basically a Russian roulette. I think it's kind of a 50-50 or something. One out of yeah, 50-50. I'm trying to update SDK for a mod I'm working on. Can anyone here help? Mansoor by Tar is gonna help you. Man, 2 hours in, what did I miss? It's fine. Ash and Reef, Mansoor. Thoughts on progression over AI in the next 1 to 3 years? And in 1 and 3 years ago. Yeah. I have no clue. The thing is that... So the thing is... The thing with AI is that how good can they train these language models based on the junk they're trained upon? You know? That's a question that I ask myself. Like, ChatGPT, don't get me wrong, ChatGPT and all these languages, they're so good, right? It is good. They're so good. They're really, really good. They are trained on the majority of context they can find on the internet. Reddit, YouTube videos, whatever, Quora, Stack Overflow, all this bullshit probably. The question rather is, we know that the majority of the people are mid, average. So how good can it be? Like, how many smart people are there in the world? I'm not smart. I mean, if it's gonna be trained on my text, it's gonna look too good. It's not gonna look too good. So if this is the world of context an AI model can learn, can train upon, and you have, let's say, this is just junk, right? This is bad. Fake information. How much fake information would there be? This one maybe, right? And then it's gonna train on... Then it's gonna train on here. On the majority, which is decent information. But not like exceptional information. Like maybe a bit more. And then you have this, which is legendary, is the top of the bill. So if it's gonna train here, how good can it get? Mid. It's gonna be mid. Brave isn't your default browser. No, I use Brave because if you don't want to know what's in my other browser, brother. %30 are smart. So how good can a model be? That's my question. And how do you know? How do you fucking know it's correct? You can't. Why? Because they train it on deterministic outcomes like code competition, man. That is the most deterministic bullshit that exists on the planet. That's easy verifiable because you have input and it's gonna output is A. You put in a variable and it's gonna always output A. This is the solution. I mean, but what it really needs to be trained on is you give it input, but you're actually not sure what the output is because it's some kind of a creative solution that how you're gonna verify these? You don't. So you're at a certain point of time, it's going to spit you something out. And I think it happened with me as well. It's going to say you some information. But is that true? I have no fucking clue. I have no clue when to believe. When is it hallucinating, when it's not. When it's correct, when it's not. When it's willing to trick you, when it's not. You tell me, brother. So I don't know. In the next 1 to 3 years, we will see. But if we check 1 year ago or 2 years ago, and we check right now, that's crazy, right? There's an immense progress. So what it's going to be over 2 or 3 years, maybe even better. Who knows? We will see. The LLMs themselves are not creating more crap. They will train themselves on later. Well, that's also something. You need to do this, guys. Look at this on YouTube, Google actually. So if you do this. Woman. Like, how much of these are basically real? I don't know anymore. Why is it full of... Actually, I think it's this. I hope it's not gonna give us headshots, like headshot a woman, I think. I think this gives you like, yeah, what is real here? I mean, what is real? I don't know. I'm at the point that I have no fucking clue. If somebody sends me a picture, is it gonna be a real woman or a false one? Or an AI generated one. I have no fucking clue. The same thing when I'm scrolling fucking doom scrolling on TikTok or on Instagram and I see sometimes Joe Rogan. It's not fucking Joe Rogan. It's like how do you call it? A deep fake, which is so good that you. The only way that I know it's not Joe Rogan, for example, is because I know he's never gonna say something like that. So I don't know. I cannot say anymore. I'm at the point where I cannot 100% guarantee pinpoint real or fake. That's a problem, in my opinion. So all this junk is everywhere, and if it's gonna train itself on what it's already produced, I don't know where the world is gonna end. We live in a matrix, brother. Do you see that? That's the matrix. Just dodged 3 bullets. Okay, guys. Oh man, do I see? Look. Blue or red pill, bro? I take the pink pill. The pink pill. Okay, so what is the standpoint? The standpoint, the conclusion. It works. I just need to fix here and there the tests, make sure everything works like intended, which is a tedious and boring task. But after that's done, I think we have... Let me know in the comments or let me know on Discord. I think we could have a better API. Right? A better way of poisoning things, which is actually a minor thing to do, so it's not really a breaking thing, but it feels better than using weight groups. Let me know that in the comments. Thank you for subscribing to my channel as well. Thank you for being here 2 hours with me. What color scheme is this? Tokyo Night. Yeah, Tokyo Night. Okay, man, the chat is Rico. Alright guys, thank you for being here. I'm gonna take a break, finish some stuff up, and come back with some cool videos. By the way, I tried ZMac, but I had memory leak with the file OpenD and 60GB. Is it? Never had a memory leak, but it could be that it's leaking and I don't know. You know, that's why it's a leak. So I will check it out. Thank you everybody. Thanks for being here. Have a good new year.